you can ask me, it's question time now, and you can ask me anything you want actually. Before I go any further, you probably, a lot of you here have read about my health over the last few months, yeah? You know about the condition, if you didn't know about it. I suffer with what's known as MS. That's probably why I'm sitting down a lot of the night tonight. And, well, if you don't mind, I don't mind, I'm going to carry on working. MS, I've bought my underpants from there for years. And so you can ask me anything you want now. It's now your turn to ask me anything you like. Anything about showbiz, magic, anything you want. And you better, otherwise the next 5 minutes will be awful. Ask me something. Once one starts, then it's all right.
What's your most favourite illusion?
My favourite illusion is my last one, which I'm going to do in about 10 minutes' time, and it's a levitation. But I can't tell you about it because it's it will spoil it. But I am working on a new illusion at the moment. I'm going to run 100 metres next week. And that's it. Do I know the answer to...
Yeah, if you're watching somebody else do illusions, do you always know?
I don't always know it's done, because I like to watch it with a layman's attitude, or eye, you know, because in that way I can get the full effect of it. So I actually try not to actually be too technical about it. So, and I can get fooled occasionally, and I like to be fooled. I remember going to Las Vegas about, oh gosh, 11, 12 years ago, and Siegfried and Roy, I don't know if you're aware of them, they use the lions and tigers and stuff like that. And I saw them do an illusion, and it was the last illusion that I'm doing tonight. And it's an illusion called House, which is a levitation. When they did it, I haven't got a clue how it's done, because I didn't know a lot about things. And my wife, who wasn't my wife, she was my fiancée then, said to me, how's it done? I wanted to impress them and say, well, you're going to... But I didn't know. But I went to see David Copperfield in Vegas about 4 years ago. And you know, Copperfield, he wears like fake tanner, and he does, and he walks on stage. You know, I come out of the pyramid at the beginning. Well, he comes out of the elevator thing, and when he walks on stage, you know, the Americans, they're very lively and very hip, and he goes, do you want to see some magic? And they all go, yeah, David, we want to see magic. And that's it, and that's the audience reaction that he's used to. And he came to Wells Court in London. You know what the Brits are like. And he walked out of his elevator and he went, do you want to see some magic? And they went, this. You've got to make them laugh. That's the whole point. You've got to make an audience laugh. Do you agree? Yeah. You've got to make me laugh because it makes life a bit more real, you know. And that's it. Any other questions?
Who's your favourite magician and why?
Who's my favourite magician and why? It was the late, great David Nixon was my favourite. You must be people who remember him. Because he always, the reason I liked him was he always had this very nice manner about him, a lot of charm. And if he didn't have a funny line to say, he wouldn't be funny, he'd just be nice and charming. And he'd put people at their ease, always. And, you know, because there are certain magicians, or a magician, that actually aggravates people. And you know, when he says things, he aggravates them. And I don't know who he is, but it's a little grey-haired fellow. And somebody told me a gag that they said, what's the difference between a Rottweiler and Debbie McGee? And the answer is lipstick. And I thought it was awful, but you know, I thought it was anyway. Yeah, he was my favourite Nixon. Any other questions? My favourite comedian. I would say Bob Monkhouse has always been my favourite. A lot of people don't like him because they find him quite sort of smarmy, I suppose, on TV, but as a live performer, he's a great performer, and I watched him quite a bit when I was younger, and I was very inspired by him. But, you know, a lot of the American comics I like as well. You know, I've always liked Jay Leno and Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. They're great comics, you know, and I suppose I don't really tell gags as such. I just try and get a funny situation out of a funny situation, I suppose. But yeah, any comedian I like anybody that's talented. I don't like people who are not talented, you know, that get on in life, you know, like Jeremy Beadle. I can't stand him. I think he's crap, you know, and I'm like, you know, he comes on and, you know, I just hate that, you know. They don't have to stand up and be counted, and, you know, anybody who's got talent. I have this theory in life, right? If you only do what you're good at, you look like you're good at everything you do. And it's true, you know, just do exactly what you're good at. And I've got off the subject to comedians now, but yeah, anyway. Any other questions?
Before you came well established, did you ever do all the usual things like children's parties?
I've never been a kids entertainer. I think that's an art in itself, you know, because it's very, very difficult to entertain kids, because adults actually, you know, they appreciate the illusion. You know, you go to an adult, look, the coin is gone, and they go, wow, that's really good. A kid will go, yeah, look, the coin is gone. You go, yeah, but it's in the other hand. It's true. Is there a trick I can't do, I wish I could do? Yeah, I'd like to be able to run 100 metres, but I can't do that one. Gosh, I've always wanted to do an illusion called, are you a magician yourself? No. I've always wanted to do an illusion called the mascot moth. It was invented by an illusionist called David Devant around the turn of the century. And it's an instantaneous vanish of a woman in the middle of the stage, or a man, or anybody, but it's instant vanish, and she just seems to melt away. And it's a really good illusion, but it takes a lot of planning and a lot of preparation, and I think you could only do it if you were resident in a place for a long period of time. Like Siegfried Roy actually do it at the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas now, and that is a trick I've always wanted to do. Somebody attempted it on TV, on British television, about 4 years ago, and made a right pig's ear of it, to be honest, and it looked awful. I can't remember who it was, but it was a little fellow with grey hair. And,
Big ears.
But apart from that, it was, you know, awful. Any others? Yeah. Any others?
What's it like with 39?
It's very good, thank you. Next question. I should have been 41, but... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Steve. That's very kind. Yeah, with you. I would love it. Thank you, Steve. That's very nice indeed. Thanks a lot. That's Steve, our stage manager, and what does this card say? Probably asked me a question of some kind. I'm there now. It says, do birthdays bring grey hairs? Happy birthday, Billy Bongo. So it's full of fun, because I've been using Billy Bongo, and it's for all the, what's the questionnaire? Do you mind if I read this? Would you like to hear this?